Are you a Discord mod with low testosterone?
Then you better stay seated in your sweaty Razer gaming chair, because we can't help you.
However, if you are a person that is not allergic to sunlight, then stick around because in this video, we're gonna show you how you can have the happiest day ever.
We're going to start by telling you what to do first thing in the morning. These are all things you can do every day. It's going to have short-term benefits if you do them right now, but if you do them long-term, you're going to skyrocket your mental health. The first thing you want to avoid is pressing the snooze button. It's very tempting to stay in bed, but trust me, that is not going to be very restful sleep you're going to have, even if you even fall asleep. And it's just going to be an unnecessary stressor on your day. The thing is, what we want to do is optimize for energy levels, because your energy levels are directly correlated with your happiness and your motivation and your drive. Now, the second thing you need to bear in mind is to avoid using phones. For the first 30 minutes of your day or so, just try to use your phone as little as possible. I know sometimes you may need it, for example, to press on your alarm, but the thing is, there are so many things you could see on your phone that could negatively affect your mood or just generally distract you and take you away from your real life. Now, the next thing you want to avoid is a sugary breakfast. See, a high sugar breakfast is just going to spike your blood sugar, which is going to make you crash even more, and you're going to feel really tired. Plus, sugar is just not good for you. Stay lean, boys. Now, the next thing you want to avoid is caffeine. It's going to have similar effects because it's also going to cause a crash that's going to leave you even more tired. The thing here is that first thing in the morning, you get a cortisol spike, which is the hormone that makes you stressed but also energized. And if you combine that with caffeine, first of all, caffeine doesn't help much because you already feel energized and caffeine doesn't make a big difference there. But the crash afterwards is going to be even worse. So I suggest you delay caffeine 2 to 3 hours after waking up if you really need it. And now you've got so many things that you shouldn't do. What about the things that you should do? Let's get into that.
That is right, there are some things that are actually very good to do in the morning. First of all, gratitude journaling. You've heard about this before, you know what it is. You just simply take a book, a journal if you will, and you write down some things that you're very grateful for, that make you happy and that you're just very happy about having in your life. There's a saying that goes, the morning makes the day. So if you start your morning by thinking about all these things that you're happy about, that are going really well in your life right now, well then you're going to prime your brain for a very, very good day, because it's going to start looking for those very happy things. And as we said before, this is not just something that you can do on one simple day off or something. If you do this regularly, you gratitude journal right after waking up, your brain is actually going to make that connection between waking up and feeling happy. And it's going to make getting up so much easier for you. Next up, music. When you're done with your gratitude journaling, you can actually take a speaker and just stream of some of your favorite music to it. This can be anything that is nice and uplifting, so don't listen to sad music in the morning. Just pop on some nice drum and bass. Also, take a cold shower. I know that a lot of you find this one very intimidating, because who wants to take a cold shower, right? However, hear me out. A cold shower not only has those nice, good effects on your brain, like a dopamine spike and so on, it's actually a nice challenge in the morning. And if you show your brain right in the morning that you did something that you couldn't be asked to do, but you just simply pushed through it, you're going to be proud of yourself. And the morning is when you want to have all these positive feelings, because they're going to manifest throughout the entire day. As a little bonus point, exercise. If you still have time in the morning, you can actually squeeze in a 5 to 7 minute workout. This is not going to take you a lot of time, but it's really going to show your body that it's time to wake up. You can find those workouts, for example ab workouts, on YouTube or with the Athlean X 6-pack app. It's a very good app that we actually like to use every single morning.
Now it's time to go to school or to go to work. Now, you want to walk or cycle there because you just spend so much more time in nature, and we all know that nature is good for us. Not only do we get moving, so it's a form of exercise which releases dopamine, which releases endorphins, and it's just generally good for you, for energizing you. It's also nice because being outside, you get all the vitamin D, you reset your circadian rhythm earlier if you see sunlight first thing in the morning, and you just become more creative because it's actually proven that walking outside makes you more creative, makes you more relaxed, and that's just a great start into your day. Now, if you work from home, you can just do a little walk before and then go back home and start working at your desk. And if you work further away, maybe you have to take the car there or take the bus or the train there, what you want to do is either park a bit further away so you can still walk a bit to school or to work, or you can, if you take the train or the bus, just get out a couple stops earlier so you can walk the rest. And when you're there, you're going to do something a bit strange. You're going to force a smile. I know it seems a bit strange, right? But it's actually going to help you. I feel super happy right now. I feel super energized. And it's actually scientifically proven that forcing a smile makes you happier. This seems very strange, but people are also going to approach you differently if they see that you're smiling at them. You're going to be much more outgoing, and that's also going to compound into you becoming more happy if people are nicer to you. There's another thing you can do, which is just to practice friendliness when you're talking to people. One thing you can do is just give someone a compliment. If this is a bit intimidating to you, maybe you're not a very social person, start by just greeting someone who you usually don't greet, and gradually work your way up into giving people compliments, into initiating conversations, and eventually you're going to be the most social person in the room. Thing is, positivity is one of these things that just get more and more. You don't lose any of your own positivity if you give some of yours away. The last thing is you want to work deeply. Whatever task you have at school or work, you want to give it all your focus. You want to give it all your attention. Now, the reason this is important is because you're going to have a much better output without all of these distractions. But it's also going to be more enjoyable because you're going to be so much more passionate about your work. You can even view the task you have as some sort of adventure. If you really have a passion for it, because you really live for what you do, because you put so much work and attention into it, it's going to feel much more fulfilling, and you're going to feel much more rewarded when you actually achieve that task. And now, you finally had a hard day work, and you deserved it. You can go back home. But what do you do in the afternoon?
So in the afternoon, you want to do some things that are still nice and going to make you feel good and productive, but also help you wind down. So if you're just coming home, what you can do, if you must, is take a power nap. Only do this if you're not feeling wide awake. Power naps kind of work like a light switch. If you're wide awake and you try to take a power nap, you're just going to feel sluggish afterwards. If you feel kind of down, just take a power nap, 20 minutes, and then you're good to go. Alternatively, what you can do if you need that quick re-up, you can just simply do a meditation session right here in the afternoon and get a nice energy boost. Also, eat the frog. You've done your deep work in the morning. Maybe there's still some left, or maybe there's just shallow work left. However, just do the hardest thing now. Whatever's on your to-do list, pick the hardest task and get it over and done with so that the day gets progressively easier. This is how you use your energy efficiently. Still, don't use any sugar. See, if you eat sugar, you're going to spike your dopamine and then calm down again. You do not want this. Whatever goes up must come down. Keep that momentum that you're having right now and only use sugar as a reward at the end of the day if you have to. Also, have a hobby. Now, this is something that you can do to wind down, take your mind off of work, and just really get into the flow of living your personal life again. This can be any passion project that you're working on at home, or you get some bonus points if your hobby is something active, like hitting the gym or playing a sport. Double bonus points if this hobby is a sport outside, because you're getting all the benefits from having a hobby, exercise, and being outside. This is what truly makes you happy, not just work.
Now it's time for the evening. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're winding down, getting a bit more relaxed in here. In the evening, you want to avoid using screens. You want to turn down the curtains. You know what I mean. Close the curtains, dim your lights, be a bit more relaxed. You want to spend some quality time with family and friends. The only exception in which you should use screens is if you do something like a movie night with your family or your friends, because it's quality time, it's going to make you happy, it's productive, and it's social, and it shares all your positivity. Now that you're done with your day, whip out that journal, because we're going to reflect. We're going to reflect on what went well and what didn't go so well. Usually, if you did have a good day, you're going to feel super rewarded. If you look back in your day, you reflect a bit, and you just feel so happy about everything you accomplished. You can just do a little brain dump, let all your thoughts out so you relax nicely and you go to sleep afterwards. And you can also write some things you're going to do the next day. Maybe write what is your mission for the next day. So the next morning you wake up nice and energized with an intention. And now that everything's out there, it's time to get some Worlders Out shut-eye.
Wow, what a banging episode. Don't forget to check out this video as well. We'll see you there.